So my best highlight at the camps was seeing how primary care is being delivered towards the mothers and appreciating how important it is. In the UK, we're very fortunate to get GPs, and we don't realize how much of an impact that makes. So even educating mothers, they don't know about the common things about what periods are, some of the younger ones, and some have the misconception of not having enough food is good for the baby when it's not. And tackling these misconceptions in primary care setting was so profound because we make such a big difference at such a initial point.
Now, JourneyMaa is simple, but there's so many lives that it affects and so many people that it's helped and so many mothers who have been able to undergo a safe pregnancy. And a lot of the stories I heard from mothers at JourneyMaa was because of problems that they had occurred in their previous pregnancies or in their current ones, and it was sad to see the struggles that they were undergoing.
It can get quite overwhelming and it does get quite chaotic. I was working on the investigation station and I realised that once we were taking the blood pressure, blood glucose and the weights of these mothers, they'd also need their urinalysis checked. But what would happen is there'd be a lot of confusion. They wouldn't know where to come back. They wouldn't know if where to go. So I realised this was causing a lot of problems. So I spoke to Akil the next day and I told him that maybe we should put these urine sample bottles at the registration station. And once they've registered, we've noted down their name and date of birth, that they go to the toilet with these urine bottles that we've given them already. So once they're at investigations, they have everything in check and they can check everything quite systematically rather than going back and forth. Just doing these little things, we realised that it did work, and the next day it ran much more smoothly, which we were really happy about.
Most mothers were so grateful for the work we were doing because they were getting, blood pressure checks, consultation with doctors, and medications such as vitamins and other medications. So I think that was really important for them to have, especially few mothers. This was the third or the fourth pregnancy, and this was the first time they saw a healthcare professional, and therefore in general they were really grateful to us being there, providing this care, but also to the donors in the UK and across the world.
So working alongside the MAA Bangladesh team was honestly really, really amazing. They work systematically. We would come into the camps and they've had everything ready for us, and they didn't really, we wanted to help, but they would have everything ready. And working alongside them was honestly really, really a privilege, to be honest, because just coming together and learning from each other was honestly really, really heartwarming as well as rewarding.
They made sure that we felt comfortable speaking to the mothers. They showed us around how to do things and how they were running the health camps, because they're more used to doing this. So I think they were really welcoming and everyone was super nice.
There's a lot that I learned from the doctors and the way they conducted themselves, and things that I wanted to include in my own practice in the future when I have my own patients as a doctor. So there's a lot that I actually gained from these consultations. I was very grateful that I was able to be a part of it.
There's one word that really summarizes my experiences with the Bangladesh professionals. It's a Bangla word we use, antrika, which is meaning good relations that we have with one another. They were so hospitable and so welcoming as soon as we entered. They would never make us feel like we were strangers to them, and they would always make us feel like we were part of their family. And to be seen like that is one of the most beautiful things.